Sweet, throw the guts in the dirt. My eyes are bleeding from drinking liquor and smoking perp. Thinking back to the good old days, get a letter, then we light a little fire in the woods. Looking at the cops taking over the block, like you better give me back my neighborhood. Vanilla vodka mixed with cranberry, that's what I used to drink. Everything happened for a reason, huh? That's what I used to think. But then shit changed, old hood changed, from the bad things to the good things. My old friends on some new shit, I mean just the other day my phone rang. On the other end was my old best friend, like saying what's happening my G. I know shit's better pop, and when shit pop, still gonna be fucking with me, Still gonna be coming back round, still gonna be fucking with the town. Still gonna be a little funny ass white boy, see me Huckleberry chat when I said nothing's gonna change, same shoes, same hat, same hug, same dad. Nothing's gonna change, same block, same bike, new stage, same mic.
And we gon' ride for the town, cause the town raised us. Maybe money changed the city, but it never changed us. And you know that we gon' ride. And I promise we gon' try. And we gon' ride through the town with our weed rolled up. Can't nobody tell us nothing, cause your boy's grown up. And you know that we gon' ride. And I promise we gon' try.
That was good.
Alright, man. You ready for this interview?
Yep.
Alright, sweet. Just to start then, you wanna, for the people who may not be familiar with you wanna tell us a little about yourself?
My name is Sam Lachow. I rap and make hella beats and make videos and go to school sometimes. And I'm trying to graduate right now, but school's hella boring to me, so it's taking a minute.
Alright. Alright, your music sounds like it's been influenced by a wide range of musical genres. Soul, funk, jazz, hip-hop, obviously.
Yeah.
What are your earliest memories in regards to music, and who or what do you credit for that range of sound?
It was from, the shit my parents used to play. So that's kind of what, like, a lot of my music is very melody based. Like, the melodies, I kind of focus on catchy, beautiful melodies before I really start turning it into a song. And those are sort of influenced by, things like Cat Stevens and Simon and Garfunkel, soul, funk music, stuff my parents used to play around the house. And then I got into rap music, so I sort of meshed the two together,
Alright. When was your first experience with hip hop?
I don't remember my exact first experience with it. Like, when I was little, I really liked Outkast and, like, Eminem. I really liked, like, fast rappers and shit. And now I'm kind of more into slow rap, but...
Who do you listen to these days?
These days, who am I bumping? I don't listen to a lot of rap music. As far as, like, new rappers, I'm really into, like, I like Chance the Rapper, he's dope. Kendrick, the Big Crit. Yeah, I mostly listen to, like, if I'm listening to rap, I mostly listen to old, like, Andre 3000 and shit. Lately I've been really into Neil Young and Simon and Garfunkel and, the old school songwriters.
Alright. Prior to doing your stuff as a solo artist, you were part of Shankbone. Started in, like, 7th grade. Do you have any stories or memories that stand out as favorites from that time?
Yeah, Shankbone. So many. I mean, Shankbone was like sort of sums up my whole high school. My whole high school was pretty much like, I don't have any memories from class. I just have memories from like going home after. Like we weren't like a bunch of fuckheads though. We weren't just like dicking around. We'd like go home from class and actually like sit in the basement and work hella hard on music. And that's sort of where I got all my experience on how to, make beats and put full songs together. Like I remember we didn't know the concept of putting bass in your songs. So we were always like in like 7th and 8th grade and shit, we were like, what is missing from our music? Why is there that one thing that's just not hitting? And then like 8th grade, we were like, oh, there's no bass in it. So, that whole thing was a process of learning how to construct songs. But I guess my best memory was our first show when we were just like it was the most nervous that I'd ever been for a show, and then it ended up being, one of the best nights ever.
Make some noise.
got started directing and producing videos too, right? Music videos.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, my first music video was with Shankbone. It's called Blau. It's on YouTube. It's very. We were in high school, you know, so it's very dated, but it's funny.
Excuse me. Do you need any help?
Yeah, do you guys have a new Shankbone CD?
I'd rather keep sipping. I don't wanna bust tables, homie. I'd just rather kick it. I'd rather make music. And even if I lose it, I'll be standing in the street screaming, how we about to do it? Tonight I'm gonna get paid every trillion bills. Tonight I'm gonna get laid by more than one girl. Tonight
But before that, I wasn't doing music videos, but I would do, you know, make little short films with my friends. That's kind of what we did. Like me and Sky Blau, he's part of Shankbone. Me and him have a bunch of old footage from, you know, we'd make little crime thriller shit. They're really bad, but it was fun, and that got me good at editing, you know.
Let's see. Yeah, I think as a fan of yours, one of the coolest things about you is you're almost like a control freak when it comes to your music. You do beats, you write and spit the raps, you produce, direct, edit the music videos. Is there something that stands out as your favorite? Like your favorite element to do?
Yeah, I think my favorite is editing the video, because that's sort of when it all comes together, and like a lot of my directing comes during the editing room, you know, when I'm like, that's when I really figure out what the video is going to turn into, and it's sort of the last stage, you know, that's when I get to put everything together, but I kind of love it all. I think my least favorite part is shooting the video, because it's just such hard work, and it's so much stress when I'm having to direct it and tell everyone what to do and make sure everyone's together, and, you know, all my stoner friends and shit. It's pretty hard to control them all. That's stressful, but everything else I love.
That's cool.
It's fun.
All right, you're talking about, you know, all your stoner friends and stuff. I saw an interview with you and Raz one time, and I forget if it was you or Raz who was asked, but somebody was asked about the perception of it being Sam Lachow and friends, and, you know, in terms of the other Seattle MCs that you work with. And Raz's answer was, something like, Sam, you're just the one that takes the initiative. Sam just takes the initiative and brings everybody together. What's it like?
Yeah.
What's it like working with your friends? And you know, obviously it's got to be more fun, but how much more fun do you have working with friends as opposed to outsiders?
Yeah, it's not, I don't know, it's not just that I choose to work with friends. It's more that they happen to be friends, and like some of them kind of became friends through the music too. You know, Gabby, I met her because I knew she could rap, and that's kind of sort of, and then we started working together, and then we became friends, you know. But it's not like I just work with people because they're friends. I'm very picky about who I work with. They have to be super dope, you know. And yeah, like they all have, you know, the talent. But that is sort of one of my skills, is just taking the initiative and making the shit happen, putting it together, you know, calling everyone, organizing it, and making sure we actually do it. Because it's a lot easier to talk about than actually doing it, you know. And so, yeah, so I try to like make sure, I try to do what I can to make sure my talented ass friends, you know, put some shit out there and do some awesome work, you know.
When you're working on a beat, do you know instantly who you kind of want to have on it, or does that not come to you till the end of it? So you're done working on it?
That's a good question. It's always different, but like I'm good at knowing like whose voice would sound good on what. Like if I'm making a beat that's very bare and minimalistic and there's not much going on, then I kind of know what kind of voice would sound dope on it, you know, like a lot of time. Are you pretty familiar with my music?
Yeah.
Like, do you know the song like Hash Muffins?
Yep.
Like fucking, I think I chose Dope People for that, because like the first verse is me and I have a very low voice, and then I knew Ryan Campbell would come second because his voice contrasts mine, and it's very high pitched and like, yeah, what the, you know, that's kind of how it's so funny, and the that beat has a lot of lows in it. It's very bassy, and the keyboard is on a very low octave, and so his high voice kind of sounded perfect on it. And then I knew I wanted auto-tune on that shit, and Skylar's just sort of the go-to for auto-tune because he's like one of my few friends that can sing, I guess, and I like his voice. And yeah, if I'm doing some kind of like gangster shit, I might want to try to get Nacho Picasso or Gabby on it or something. If I'm doing some meaningful shit, Raz is always my go-to guy. But Raz is versatile too; he can do anything. Yeah.
All right. What's it like seeing Seattle finally get some, well-deserved long-term, it's deserved it for a long time now, recognition for having one of the dopest hip-hop scenes.
Yeah, it's weird because like I don't know. Sometimes I feel kind of lucky, like I was in the right place at the right time or something. But then at the same time, I like to think that I helped build that too, because I've been doing it. I've been kind of trying to get into the Seattle hip hop scene since 7th grade, and the scene was way different back then. There was no Macklemore, there was no any of my friends. It was pretty much just run by this group called the Blue Scholars.
Yeah.
They're good friends of mine. They're awesome. But I didn't know at the time. They were just the older dudes doing it hella big, and I was like, whoa, and now I know all these guys, and it's cool, and we're all, I don't know, the scene's sort of growing together, and the way we're lucky that we happen to be in the scene that's popping off, but also, it takes all of us working together to make it happen.
All right.
Boom, that's a good answer.
What's that?
I said, that's a good answer.
Yeah.
I'm killing it.
All right, how do you feel about XXL in that new that came out recently, describing you as somewhere between a super stoned Macklemore and a much cooler Hoodie Allen?
I wouldn't call myself a super stoned Macklemore. I think of myself as a much different artist than him. He's more of a poet and a writer, and he writes songs with concepts, and I'm all about just kind of flow in the music. I'm more of a producer than a rapper. As far as a much cooler Hoodie Allen, I don't really listen to Hoodie Allen, so I don't know. But I'm glad. I think I'm cooler than him also.
What about?
But the list, fucking like, it's weird. It's nice being on the list because then I don't have to have a bunch of people hit me up like, yo, why are you on the list? Like, come on, you deserve that shit. And that would have been annoying. But other than that, like, a lot of my friends deserve to be on that too.
Yeah, definitely. Including Raz, obviously.
Including Raz, Gabby, a lot of friends. The homie Grinch, he should have been on there. Where do you live?
What's that?
Where do you live?
Connecticut.
Oh, and you're pretty familiar with the scene. That's what's up.
Yeah. I've been a fan of it for a long time there.
That's what's up.
Definitely. Let's see here. How'd you, I guess, I want to talk about Raz for a little bit. How'd you first link up with him?
Raz. Fucking, I shot a music video back when I was, shooting music, like my job was shooting music videos for local rappers. I would my life was just kind of going around meeting gangster ass hood rappers and shooting videos for them, and I was like always the little white boy riding around. It was hella funny. But then they took me to Raz's crib, and I didn't know him. I just met him, and he was like, he had this dope ass apartment downtown. I was like, how the fuck do you afford this shit? And then he had a bunch of like crazy ass guns in his drawers and shit, and I was like, who is this dude? This is a crazy motherfucker. And I had no idea like what he did. And then we met, and and then I don't know. I heard his music and thought it was really good. And back then it was sort of rare for me to hear music from the town that like I really respected. And then he heard my music, but we didn't really know each other. And then we randomly ran into each other in New York City. We both happened to be visiting New York, and just like accidentally ran into each other. Hella weird. And we exchanged numbers. And then linked up and started making music.
Sweet.
And I knew how to get it going, sipping crushed ice, vanilla vodka, and orange soda. Hit a Paradiso or Molly and ride the roller coaster, celebrating shit when there's nothing to celebrate about. Fuck putting the work in, I'd rather sit down and wait it out. I'm fucking with you when I was little, I made a vow. Anyone in my way, you'll get bow and arrowed and taken down. Put wheels on a deck, now you can skate around. Put some color in a can, now you can paint the town. Get a pot and pan and bang them together to make a sound. Get yourself a weapon, a Smith & Wesson, what they suggested. Fix your issues with pistols, and now they bleeding cause they're telling me that's how it happened. Fuck you, not to me it doesn't. Now we retaliate, calling the OG cousins. I know some people are bad guys, but he wasn't. I think I smoked too many fucking cigs. Look around the room like I don't even like these fucking
legal shit that he's got going on right now.
Man, he's going through more than just legal shit now. He's going through some other shit that I can't even talk about, but like, yeah, I haven't been seeing, the last couple weeks I haven't been seeing I rarely see Raz, because he's always dealing with some shit, and he's trying to lay low, you know. But I don't know. I wish the best for him, and you know, I'm nervous for him, but I know he'll be fine. Even if he has to face a little bit of jail time, he'll get out of there, and you know, he's young. He's 23. He'll, you know, I don't know. He'll be good. I have total faith that no matter what happens, he'll be all right.
All right, sweet. You got 2 solo albums out so far, Brand New Bike and Avenue Music.
Yeah, Avenue Music's more of an EP than an album. It's short, but
do you prefer one or the other, one over the other?
Brand New Bike is sort of what started me up, you know, and I put so much into that, so that always has a lot of like sentimental value to me. Avenue Music was a lot more fun to make. I just made the whole thing during winter break in Seattle with my friends, and it was a really simple EP, but it's got some cuts on there. It has Liquor Store, 23rd Avenue, Goldschlager, like every song on there I really like. So they're so different, I can't really say. And then 5 Good Reasons is like my most serious EP with Raz. So they're all, I like them all for different reasons, but I like Avenue Music the most.
All right. Your little brother Charlie, does he get like props in school for having you as a brother?
I got an announcement to make. A big announcement for me. This is the first week. We played a lot of shows, a lot of fucking shows. This is the first show that my little brother Charlie gets to watch.
I don't think he gets props. He lives in New York. If he lived in Seattle, it'd be kind of weird because like a lot of people his age are fans and shit, you know. So that might be kind of weird. But in New York, it's different. Like all his friends know me and stuff, but I don't know.
Yeah.
He doesn't get props for it, but he definitely has, you know, kids that are like, I want to meet your brother. But my little brother's the coolest kid. Like, I don't know. No matter where he's doing good.
That's good. That's good. All right, you were asked to speak at the graduation at your old middle school.
Yeah.
What's that like for you to get asked to do that? And have you given any thoughts what you want to say?
Yeah, it was hella surprising to me to get asked to do that, but it was more surprising that the little vice principal girl lady allowed me to, because me and her used to have problems when I went there. So the fact that she allowed it felt good. I can't do it though. I'm going to be in New York, so I had to bail. Sucks, but in a way, I don't know. I was a little nervous about it too because I didn't really know what I was going to say. Like, if I really, because I don't think I liked that school. I mean, I can't. All my memories from that are like, you know, acting ridiculous and doing reckless shit, but like, and getting in fights with the teachers. So I don't really know what I would have said. But I think I could have had some nice values to talk about with these kids. I don't know.
All right. Different subject now. How much pot do you smoke, and how does it affect or impact your music?
It's another marijuana song, huh? So pull the reefer out. I've been out of town, but shit, I heard it's legal now. So breathe it in and scream it out and show these squeamy babies what we about.
I used to, back when I even when I made Banana Good Pie and shit, that's when I was smoking a lot. because the Seattle weed scene was like booming and it was really fun and cool. You know, everything was becoming legal and you had all these cool strains and hash oils and shit. And one of my best friends, Skyblow, he is like the weed man. Like he knows everything about it. He's constantly smoking all day. You know, I get mad at him for it sometimes, but so I learn a lot about weed from him. But when I go back to New York, I don't really smoke much there because it's so expensive and shitty. So and then I come back to Seattle, and when I smoke the Seattle bud, it's like that's my whole day. I just get so stoned. So these days I don't smoke as much. I try to only smoke when I don't have too much to do, you know.
Right.
But of course, I really enjoy it.
Definitely. How's the tour going so far? And I know you'll be in New York, I believe on June 9th and 11th at Webster and Tammany Hall. I'm not positive.
Can't really speak much on those two shows because I don't know much about them. Wait, sorry, what was the question?
Do you have any plans for other shows on the East Coast anytime soon?
Well, we have our tour, but that's more Midwest and West Coast. East Coast shows, no, not really yet. We'll have some though. I really want to play Chicago again. I want to play a dope New York City show again. I want to hit Long Island. What else?
Connecticut.
I want to hit Connecticut, of course. Yeah, I actually have a lot of friends in Connecticut. I've never been there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely be sweet. All right, a few weeks ago, you released the 80 Little Bars video.
Yeah.
Gift to your fans. What can we expect from you in terms of other music releases this year?
I think we just set the date for June 10th. I'm dropping a new song and video, and it's gonna be on iTunes. It's called King Lear. It's fucking cool. Here, can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's dope.
Let's skip ahead. Oh yeah, that's all you get.
Hey, thank you for the preview.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. That comes out, June 10th. My manager wants it to come out June 10th, but I want to drop it earlier, but he usually wins in the arguments.
Any word on record companies or labels that may be interested in signing you?
I have interest from this one label right now, and they sent me the contract, and I don't think I'm gonna do it, but I don't really know. I can't really speak on it too much right now.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you. Anything
Sweet.
you'd like to leave the viewers with?
Those are some good questions, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Leave the viewers with any fans out there. I'm gonna be with this new project I'm working on. I'm gonna be experimenting on a lot of shit. So it might not be what you used to or what you expect, but I hope you can appreciate it and I hope you can ride with me through whatever I do. You know.
Peace, dude.
Peace, man.
Thank you.
Of course.
On our anniversary, something special, prepare for 'em. Chill with them, be real with them, love them, and have a meal with them. On the real, I don't feel I could deal with them. You feel me though? Seattle, do you feel me though? New York City, do you feel me though? And I'm done. Nah, I won't charge you for it. I hate authority, got a problem with law enforcement. Alright, man, run that back. I'm good. The jab.